I am 63 years old, and I've been searching my entire life since I was little to find out where we are, why we're here, what's the reason for dying and leaving this place. There's a lot of places to look, and I have to say, I don't know if I'm any closer to finding out the truth. It's always been hard for me to just be 100% here on this planet, living this life, when at any second you're gone and everyone's left behind. Someone ripped away from us. And I've looked in so many places. Like, I've spent my life going to church, going to mediums, meditating, going to Buddhist retreats, talking to people, getting their opinions, going to near-death meetings, and there's a lot of different answers, a lot of different theories, because unless you don't experience it for yourself, it probably isn't an answer. These are some of the books that I read, that I have in my library. And there's the scientific route of Einstein and scientists that energy cannot be destroyed, and we are energy. So there's that it's impossible for us to really die. So there's that. Then there's books like Shirley MacLaine. This is an old book, but it was called Out on a Limb. It's a very old book, but she went to Peru and she had different things happen in her life, and very convincing that we don't die at all. Then there's books like The Case for Christ, and how this guy proved that he was a doubter, and he proved that Christ really did exist and really did come back from the dead. And if he could have done that, then we don't die either. So there's that. There's the Buddhist books, Peaceful Death, Joyful Rebirth, After Death Experience. I have a lot of those type of books, Talking to the Dead. Here's a book on Scientology, Eckhart Tolle. This book really opened my eyes. Edgar Cayce, The Sleeping Prophet, had a lot of health prophecies. And this is a book I'm reading now, his story of the Bible, because when I read the Bible, I don't understand it. And kind of don't understand this one either, but how to meditate. So you meditate, and when you meditate and black out all your thoughts, you just let them go in and out, and you just reach a higher level of consciousness. And that supposedly connects you to, I don't know. There's the answer. I don't know. Here's another one. The Nature of the Physical World. Of course, the Bible. The Celestine Prophecy. How about that? That's a pretty good one. You know, you start to really look at things and you can see an aura around them. You see the life force. which at Hippocrates Health Institute, they teach you to eat raw food because you're eating the life force and it's supposed to keep you really healthy. The Law of Psychic Phenomenon. Deepak Chopra, Life After Death. Conversations with God. Here's one by George Anderson. I'm sorry, I thought it was the other psychic. George Anderson, We Don't Die. How about this one? Autobiography of a Yogi, where in meditation, they concentrate so well, they can transport themselves to other spots, other places, and also I think can use like mental telepathy to communicate. And if they can do that, and if we could learn how to do that, we could communicate with our loved ones who aren't here anymore. That's what I think. And this guy, Raymond Moody, who I did see, this book is from the 70s. He's a psychologist who was interviewing people who had near-death experiences, and he wrote about them. And what's this one? Here's another book by Robert Brown, We Are Eternal. What the Spirits Tell Me About Life After Death. Anyway, and then here's my Buddha, and he's holding a Bible. I just want to be covered. But there's just so many things to read, so many things to think about, and there is a lot of proof that we do not die. We are eternal beings. And Wayne Dyer, the late Wayne Dyer, as he has written, he says, Eastern traditions talk about learning to die while you're alive, to be spiritual, detached, to awaken means to experience your own death, coming into contact with our spirit, the invisible part of us that leaves our body when we die. And that's where we find God. This isn't mystical, it's real. By meditating, quieting the mind, we can go into another level, of consciousness, transcending time and space. Anyway, that's just something that is in the forefront of life for everyone